right, we're on. Welcome back to the Surly Talk Sports podcast. Pumping out the content this week. Old Anzac Day certainly threw a spanner in the works, but it's good to be in the mix. So looking forward to a huge weekend of sport. There's all sorts going on again. Some UFC action, NBA finals as well, of course. Your rugby league, even some AFC, which we might lean on. Old producer Henry on shortly because he is an AFC Ultra, and they've got an elimination final, don't they? So big news in the AFC world. Shout out to the TAB and Michelob Ultra. If you're watching some sport this weekend, feel free to crack one open. Low carb beer, good for the rig, tastes bloody good too, pairs well with some sport, so get amongst that. TAB code this week, we've gone back to normal.
Oh, it's good news.
Well, basically back to normal. So the code this week is winger. We're back to positions. Love it. And if you place a first try scorer bet on any NRL game this week and it misses, get bonus cash back up to $20. Cam Pereira, AJ, play it safe, or you can go a little rogue. Mix it up, try some forwards, chase some big wins, responsibly, of course. The code is winger, first try scorer bet, any NRL game. Get amongst that. Speaking of NRL, I think the big news that's blown up my phone over the last 24 hours, Jerome Luai. The private jet got him. They flew him out in a private jet. We've seen Keon Kolomatangi go to the Dragons due to a helicopter. We now have Luai being lured by a private jet. Nathan Cleary, I don't know what you want from us. Maybe a rocket. We've got Rocket Lab here. They can build those. Maybe a submarine, something, whatever it takes. We are willing to lure you over here in whatever vehicle it takes. But this Luai one, like, it happened so quickly. Obviously, they've been talking for a little while. It kind of unfolded this quick, but initial thoughts, I'm stoked for PNG personally. And we spoke about it on the review pod, saying it made a whole lot of sense. This is a great get.
Yeah, it's a great get. There's definitely some question marks around the legitimate, like how legitimate is all of the tax stuff in PNG and how that's all going to work with the NRL, because I think that's probably an interesting discussion to be had. I'm not sure whether we can go in depth about that or what we can. Yeah, but I'm just not sure it's all going to work out as a fair sort of
I think other clubs are going to start to get pissed real quick. I think even I underestimated the lure of it, right? Because you think PNG, a lot of these big dogs aren't going to go over there. They're going to want to stay in Sydney or the Goldie or even over here in Auckland. PNG living in that type of combine setup, which they keep saying it's not, but basically it is. It's a fenced off area, and all you're going to have is your teammates, your family, coaching staff. You're going to be pretty secluded. You're not going to have that Bondi lifestyle. That's certainly for sure. So I thought it wasn't going to lure the big names. But once you look at the numbers, especially for guys that are around that 30-year-old age and they can walk away with a massive pay packet. Also guys that are middle paid in the NRL, they're on that 500K. Once you take the tax and you factor that in, 500K with a PNG side is basically 800K with any other team. That is going to lure a lot of players over there as well.
Yeah, it's slightly unfair. It's slightly unfair, if we're going to say that. We won't get too deep into that because people will probably switch off the podcast. But yeah, I think there's some legitimate conversations to be had there on the Luai signing itself. Great signing. Exactly the type of player that they should be getting. Good to see the deal. Yeah, you're right, Nathan Cleary. We maybe need to start a give a little or something like that, because it can't be an Air New Zealand or Jetstar plane. That won't be enough.
No.
So we're going to need to sort of get something going with that.
Yeah.
But Luai's a good signing for them. Yeah,
100%. I think great leader on and off the field. What he's done with the Tigers even, his form on the paddock hasn't been as amazing as it was at Penrith because he's not surrounded with your Clearys and co. But I think it is evident for all to see what he's done for the team off field. They are now a top 4 footy side, which is pretty crazy to say. And I think without Jerome Luai, they wouldn't be at that level. I think as well, he just attracts other players, right? And when you look at current teammates or ex-teammates off contract November 1, able to negotiate for 2028, I think it is pretty worrying signs. If I was the Panthers, I would be worried. Like Cleary, I still doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt that too, yeah.
Isaiah Yeo, I doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
Where it gets interesting though, Mitch Kenny, Liam Martin, Moses Leota, Brian To'o. That to me is the one. Say Biz is on 600-700 grand. They can come in and be like, here's 700, which is the equivalent of 1.2 with the tax situation in there. So all of a sudden, To'o's walking away with 700, not walking away with 400.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yep.
And that is a massive lure. That we know those guys are best mates.
Yeah.
and the opportunity to be a part of history, set a club up from the foundation. It's kind of legacy defining in a way. If they could go over there, and I think they're going to be better than Perth almost straight away.
With Luai and those names that you sort of rattled off. I mean, if you've rattled off those names from just the Panthers, could you imagine from every sort of club that they could go into that market of that middle range type player? Geez, they'll be able to make a good side better than the Perth, I would assume.
Well, the Tigers, right? Yeah. Buller, I think he stays. Taruva, off contract.
I think he would go.
The May brothers.
Would they just copy the Panthers?
Both go, and then Burden, I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it.
But straight away, you could pick up, like they're talking now that AJ's signed, or he was rumoured to be signed before the Luai thing. Apparently his agent went early.
It's a good signing.
And it's not done, but it is going to happen. That's a great signing, PNG International. That makes a whole lot of sense. Apparently the three Coates brothers are pretty much signed. Didn't know there was three of them. Knew there was two.
Who? Sorry?
The three Coates brothers. Xavier Coates, then his brothers at the Broncos, and then there's a younger one who I think might be in the Broncos system as well.
SG Ball or something.
Yeah, but like they're all PNG lads as well, so that's really cool. All of a sudden,
you're building a squad which is like not competing because there's a lot to go on there, but you've got names that can lift the level to be a championship contender. So it's interesting
the tax-free thing, like as much as other clubs don't want to talk about it or whatever, you almost get players for half price or three-quarter price anyway, so it allows you to build a heck of a roster. I thought they were going to struggle to recruit, but getting Luai there, that attracts other people 100%. So it's going to be really interesting, eh? I love the move, and I rate how Benji's handled it, and I also rate how Luai's handled it. Benji said that he's been extremely upfront with him this whole time that this move was potentially on the cards. I like how early it's come out. He's there till the end of 2027. He's not mucking around. He's done it now. The Tigers now have 1.2 million in their salary cap to try and go for someone come November 1 for 2028, which he's also kind of done the Tigers a little bit of a favour there. I think kind of all parties can't be that mad at it.
Not at all. Don't underestimate what Luai's probably done for the younger halves and the younger players in the Tigers. And plus, I mean, yes, there'll be a little bit of talk here and there in commentary, and they'll be floated, the PNG latest signing, whatever. But if you think about how early this is, next year's basically, there won't be a lot of talk about him going to PNG. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be a lot about him just focusing on the Tigers. He's not going to get asked too much about it. But it's different if it comes out in the year and it's like, how are you going? Like, are you feeling like you're ready to go or whatever? But it's 2 years out, basically.
Especially because his contract has been loaded with clauses and everyone knows it. That's the only reason why he can negotiate now earlier than everyone else. And the whole uncertainty was a bit of a narrative itself. Like, where's Luai going to be? Is he even going to be there next year? But he's now said, I'm here for 2027 and then I'm gone. So
that's fine for a club, you know?
And I love how Benji was like, I respect him. We're going to miss him. We had an emotional convo, no bad blood. Now we get a chance to go at someone hard for 2028. Suits all parties. So, I reckon this is sick to see. And I think Luai's going to love that semi-rock star lifestyle over there, right? Like, they were chanting his name outside the club rooms when he arrived. He's that guy with that swagger that would eat that shit up. So well done to Michael Chamis as well, getting his ex-Journo, getting his first big name. He said that they were going to be competitive and land some big names, and he's backed it up. So can't be mad at that. Round 9. Let's get into it. No Thursday night football. Women's Origin.
Actually?
Yeah, Women's State of Origin.
Know that.
So I always find this weird because it's before the NRLW season starts. So it's almost like a pre-season game. Yeah. But they play their Origins before it.
I did know that it was happening sort of around here. I didn't know it was this week, though.
So that's Thursday night. So tune into that. Yep, there's always some massive shots. And I would say the women have been training hard for this game too, so hopefully there's not too much rust there, but they will be ready to rip in, that's for sure, up the mighty Blues. Friday night, I know you're a Queensland fan, slip that one in there without you reacting. Very well played. Friday night, Dogs, Cowboys. Two teams you just don't know what to expect.
Streaky,
for the Dogs. Yeah, exactly. Kickout out with a pick. He's been replaced in the second row by Satili Tupanua. Josh Curran added to the bench. Inari Tuala comes onto the wing. Montoya drops out. I think we could all see that one coming. Rough couple of weeks for Marcelo. For the Cowboys, Leiba onto the wing for Mari Taulangi, which is a blow for them.
Massive.
Scored a hat-trick last week. Nanai named to start. Mason Barber, again, six-man bench, still searching for a debut. Interesting, if things go wrong there, and Drinky's obviously gone for next year, I wonder if they start to give him a little run. I'm big on this kid, so that would be cool to see. Bulldogs only won 1 of their last 5 at a core. Cowboys have won 4 of their last 6 against the Dogs at a core as well, so they don't mind going there. Jacob Preston, 5 tries in his last 6 games at a core. Bulldogs ranked 16th in the comp for attack after 8 rounds. There's one thing the Cowboys can do, it's attack. So you'd think if they can score over 25, 30 points, they've won this game, and they don't struggle to do that. This game is coin toss, and we'll do our tips later, but I'm still undecided on this one. You could convince me. If it was in Townsville, I'd be hard on the Cows. Sorry, me. Pardon.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we'll pause there. If it was in Townsville, I would be backing in the Cows. But because of the fact it's in Sydney makes me a little more nervous, although Dogs record at home, Cows record in Sydney, bloody good. So we will soon see where we go with that one. Finns Storm after that. I'm looking forward to this game. For me, outside of the Wars, there's 2 big games this weekend. It's this one, and it is the Roosters versus the Broncos. Those are the 2 picks, and I can't wait for this. Melbourne head to Suncorp off the back of 6 straight losses, their equal worst losing streak in their 28-year history. Add to that, they'll be without Jerome Hughes and concussion protocol. Interesting, I saw a stat. They've won 5 of their last 6 games without Jerome. I found that kind of hard to believe.
Yeah, it's an interesting stat. I'm almost lost. I'm a bit like Craig Bellamy. I'm a bit lost actually with the Storm at the moment.
Yeah,
I watched the highlights, 4-minute highlights again of their game last week, and yeah, it's really odd. The players' reactions are odd. But did you see Harry Grant in the press conference after the game? Love that. Love that stuff.
I've never seen that from him.
Do you want to give a bit of context?
Yeah, well, he was just like, I guess as any skipper would be, just completely off it and a bit like, what the heck are we doing? And he's normally a dude that is very lighthearted, doesn't say a lot as well.
Came back firing at the question.
Yeah, well, he did. And look, you got to stick up for your lads, don't you? And you've got to believe that they're going to turn it around. So you can't be like openly panicking and be like, what the hell are we doing? And any player wants their captain to stick up for them, right? That's the type of shit you play in the sheds. But your gut tells you that they're going to bounce back. But we've been saying that for the last few weeks.
I've got to stop picking them. I've got to stop tipping them. Like, whether you go against that this week, I don't know. But I've just got to stop. I've seriously got to stop tipping them. I think I've tipped them 3 straight weeks to come back from this losing streak, and they just haven't won. Yeah,
interesting game. Dolphins covered some Ks in the last 2 weeks. Darwin to Wellington, and they'll be stoked to be back home. Storm defense has leaked 162 points in their last 4 games. When you look at the Dolphins offense, Hammer, Herbie, Trey Fuller, they'll be licking their lips at the thought of running at those weak defensive edges of Melbourne. For the Finns, they get back a couple names on their extended bench. Jack Bostock, ACL, so he'll be a good return once he comes back in. Kurt Donahue as well. Jake Averillo out with a hand injury, so Trey Fuller starts at centre, which is where he played the game last week anyway. For the Storm, Wishart takes over from Hughes, not a bad replacement there. And then 20-year-old Hugo Peel, the banana peel, named to make his NRL debut on the wing. Big raps on this kid. Apparently he's more a fullback, been going well on the wing at Cup, so I'll be keen to see him play. Joey Chan dropped. Trent Leuru dropped. Cooper Clark all dropped to the bench. So Sean Bloor, Alec McDonald, and Lasati comes in. He's a little buy for me in fantasy this week. He had been going well prior to his injury. Storm lost their last 3 at Suncorp. Hammers scored 15 tries in his last 11 games at Suncorp. And that huge stat jumps out as the other outlier. But yeah, I think I'm going Finns up in this one too.
Yep, don't mind it.
Saturday, 3 games. Titans, Raiders. Raiders shot to shit with injuries. I feel really sorry for them. Noah Martin having double ankle surgery. You can't get them done at the same time, can you? Bloke will be in a wheelchair. He will need a minder.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't had ankle surgery.
Imagine if Ricky Stewart was his minder. Because he wants Noah back, so he's pushing him there. He's helping him in the shower, the works. That would be great stuff. Ricky seems like the type of guy that would do that too. He's all about his players.
He's an incredible human.
He is an incredible human. Double ankle surgery.
Yeah, it's niggly. He's in my fantasy team, so he will be getting the cross this week.
Yep, Sal.
So, yeah, interesting there. Yeah, Raiders, interesting one. I'll be interested to see where I go with my tipping on this one. This is a bit one that I'm not actually sure about because sometimes when you're shot with injuries, people step up and other people that you're not sure about.
It's the Titans.
And it's the Titans. So I'm not sure there yet.
Good news, Simi Sasagi Myballs, he is back from a hamstring injury. That was a quick recovery. They thought he was going to be out longer. He's named to play. Whether he actually does will be interesting, but let's see. Zach Hosking, he's sidelined. Mariota comes into the back row, and Chevy Stewart named on the bench in 14. They've got an interesting bench, so I wouldn't be surprised to see some changes there. Good to see Brimo back for the Titans, and Chris Randall back from a calf injury. Cooper Bye slides to the bench. Titans haven't beaten the Raiders in the Gold Coast since 2018. Raiders have won their last 6 straight against the Titans. Jojo Fafidi, a try scorer 4 in his last 4 games against the Raiders. So someone to circle there. Perhaps he's your first try scorer bet with that code winger. Thanks to the TAB. Seamless interaction right there. Eels Warriors. This is the one we're interested in. 7:30 at CommBank. Got a little Northcote Prems lock-in prior to it. So might have to watch the replay again on Sunday. I'll still be watching it live.
So lock-in, can you give us a bit of a...
Yeah, in the sheds, post-game, shut the doors, hour of power, full team in there, alcohol, BYO, and you just basically drink with each other for an hour.
Is that after the game? So the game finishes at...
Game finishes about 5. We'll probably lock in after the aftermatch from about 6 till 7.
Yep.
And then,
So you're going to miss some of it?
Nah, 7:30 kick.
Oh, okay. So
I'll
you've
miss
made
some of the build-up.
Yeah.
Apologies to the Sky Sport team. I will miss some of the build-up, but no, I'll be watching. Hopefully, probably have to watch it again, though, before
I think so.
6.
Yeah.
Just
Otherwise, I'll have to run it, and I'm not sure we want to do that.
Yeah, you can talk some shapes. That'll be great. Sure, I'm sure you're capable, but
Absolutely.
This is going to be a goodie. Not a game we want to take lightly. Obviously, Para full of injuries, but we've said over the last few episodes that we feel like they're our bogey side. They've won 6 of their last 7 against us. So that gut feeling we had was pretty spot on. They are still a scary proposition in terms of that history. I just feel like they always live for us.
Yeah, they do. It's an interesting one. I'm almost getting sick of saying that we shouldn't take teams lightly because, you know what I mean? It's a bit...
It's cliche.
It is cliche, but you get that feeling that, we just got to continue winning. And before a bye, there's no bigger game than before the bye to get that 4-pointer.
Yes, there we go.
So we're going to need that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a big game, like the squad that we've named. And yeah, like you said, they're riddled with injuries. So there's some question marks there around how we sort of approach the game. But yeah, it should be a good one.
It's a fair point around getting sick of saying that. I trust this team. Yeah. On paper, we're way better. And if we play our style of footy, nail our key areas, we should be too good for this Parasite. And it basically just comes down to us and what level we're at. Our middle should roll through them 100%, and then we've got Strike out wide, AKP, Dell in the centres. Welcome back, Adam Pompey. That was the big change there, and of course the big name on the bench is Lukey Metcalf, who has been named in jersey 20. Interesting to see Cup play 1 o'clock over in Sydney as well, just down the road. So there could be a bit of movement between the two teams. So always check those team lists an hour out from kickoff just to see the final lineup. You'll get a great indication at midday as to who's dropped down to play Cup because they have to update their team an hour out as well. So that's a little bit of a sneak preview there if you want to see who is lining up for the Warriors because there's a few guys named in both teams. Adam Pompey back for Ali Leatoa out with concussion. Good to see Tanner back. A little bit ahead of schedule there. He was so good prior to that hammy injury, and now with Barnett out, with Murata out as well. Our bench potentially looked a little lighter through the middle, so a welcome back there for him. He should get some good minutes. Cool to see Tamaire listed in the reserves too. Geez, that Cup side, whoever drops down, guys like Luke Henson he'll probably drop to the New South Wales Cup bench.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. We were just talking before we went live that about the Metcalf thing. It's an interesting one where he goes, and it's even more interesting to see where Tamati goes. Great to see him back. Great 100%. To see him back. It was a awful time to get injured right before round 1, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in that All-Stars game.
The fibula? Was it a fibula?
And he was carving up.
Yeah, he was playing well. So it's an interesting one. Just another string to the bow almost to have him in and around the Cup side and the main side. So it'll be interesting to see how they go there, yeah.
Cool to see Kailis Fatialofa and Micaiah Tafua named on the extended as well. Tafua was on it last week, played Cup. I assume he'll do the same again, but this is our first real sighting of Kailis other than preseason in around the extended. That dude is a future star second rower for sure, and he's been carving up in Cup. So good reward for him. It gets the potential opportunity there with Murata, Morgan Gannon, those type of guys out. Again, squad depth. We harp on about it a lot. We've already referenced it just a minute ago, but when you look at our injuries, guys still to come back, Barnett back after the bye. Rocco Berry back 2 weeks after the bye. So that's exciting. We get to
Bootlace
see
Berry.
Yeah, we get to see Bootlace Berry back.
How good.
Morgan Gannon back after the bye. Ali back after the bye. Chans and Marata both back after the bye. And then Jai Lanane, who, great footballer, come across from Newcastle. The lads were saying one of the best in pre-season in terms of most impressive on the footy paddock. Training-wise, he'll be back for round 11 too, and we'll go into cup, but, like, that is just mental. Luke Hanson, Jet Cleary, Tamaire Martin, Luke Metcalf, Jai Lanane, Tanner Boyd. Like, how many halves do we want? Chanel, obviously.
You need 2 good ones. That's what we need.
Exactly. Or
well, I'm
4,
not saying that we
right?
don't
so
have
that
2
we can
good
rip
ones.
up and cut.
Yeah.
We've got 7 good ones.
Yeah.
So what a problem to have. Just on the Chanel thing too, a lot of chat around him having a meeting with Toddy Payton at the Cowboys. There's no offer that's been made. I think the Cowboys have come out and said that they want to keep Jake Clifford, but if Clifford goes elsewhere, and he could be a PNG get, but they want to have their options open. They've obviously spoken to Chanel. I am hoping that he is just testing the market, seeing what people are willing to pay, and then he's going to re-sign with us. There's a lot of chat. Tanner Boyd has been tabled in extension with the club too. So, yeah, we're clearly looking to keep a lot of halves, but to me, Chanel is definitely a priority, and I just can't see him leaving, eh? Like, he seems like a guy that will, values living in New Zealand, being around family. He obviously had that break. He's come back, loves footy again. I can't picture him in Townsville.
No, I can't either. I think it's a key signing if we can get it. I mean, I don't want to be rude to Tanner Boyd, but I think that Chanel Harris-Tavita signing is more important than the extension with Tanner Boyd.
Mm-hmm.
What Chanel's brought since he's been back is just unbelievable. The form he's in.
We haven't lost with him.
Yeah, and he warrants like an extension, not only an extension, but a pay rise and everything. So it is interesting if he's tabling the waters with the Cowboys, then all good. Seeing how much he can get and in and around, don't mind that.
Well, he's earned the right to do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But we got to sign him. We got to re-sign him. He's absolutely a crucial signing for us.
Yeah, the only reason I could see him at another club is if his brother was there, Calvin, who's been carving up for, is it Tweed, I think? Brisbane Broncos feeder side or SG Ball or one of the younger teams.
It is around that, yeah.
I think, and he was just looking unreal.
Great player, great schoolboy player.
He's just put pen to paper with the Bronx.
Yeah.
So the Cowboys move, like Townsville, Brisbane, a little bit closer, but also doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
It doesn't.
It's not the same. So hopefully Chanel gets done over the next couple of weeks. For Para, I was surprised to see Dylan Walker named. He has shaken off that injury after that shot from Hamole, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's a late scratching. Other than that, unchanged 19 for Riles. So good to see that theory I had about everyone coming back against the Warriors. That is not going to play out. This is our 400th premiership game in Australia. So a nice little milestone there.
If you believe in milestones like that.
Yep, there you go. I certainly do. I always think it's an omen. And I know the Warriors Nation crew, all those Aussie-based, Sydney-based fans will be there in massive numbers. So I reckon CommBank's going to sound like a home game. Edo Carr, 12 tries in his last 9 games at CommBank. Lofiana Khan Pereira has scored doubles in all 4 games he has played against Para. He is paying $3.20 to do that in this game. He got a double last week, a double the week before for us. That screams a great bet. The Eels are ranked 17 for defense.
Shit.
Last. They're averaging 35 points per game. I reckon it's time to turn it on and put on a score before the bye. Bank that 4-point win like you referenced. There's actually a bet I like too. First, second, or third try scorer AKP. First, second, or third try scorer AJ in that Bunnies Knights game, which is going to be high scoring. You get $10.20. I reckon that's a good
Is it a power play or is that just a little
that's just a little me. I should have asked them to cook it up, boosted a touch. But I love that AKP double.
Yeah, it's nice. Yep.
That's a nice stat right there.
He looked good last week. Looked
did.
really good. And if we can get more opportunities down that left-hand side like we sort of got at times against the Dolphins, we can run in some points, but we've got to be on point for that to really look dominant and sort of get those rewards. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
I think Wetz will play on the right because they have tweaked it a little bit at times, but obviously that Roger Khan-Pereira combo looks good, so they will stick to that. Yeah, I'm excited to watch this one. I think there's potential there for a good win.
Yep.
A good win heading into the bye pre-Magic round. It's important. That Magic Round game is going to be something special. But we got to take care of business on Saturday night first. Speaking of that Magic Round game, our opponents for that straight after, I'm looking forward to this game. Roosters, Broncos at Allianz. Roosters, $1.55 favourites. Bronx, $2.50. Bronx, some big ins. Reece Walsh, the hot boy, back from facial surgery and hasn't hurt his looks. He's still a 10 out of 10 off the paddock, that's for sure. Paddy Carrigan, he is back from suspension. He'll start at lock. Xavier Willison moves to the second row because Piakura's out. So they're starting to get back to closer to full health. Roosters, same squad for them. Good to see Hugo Savala still starting in the centres.
Good player.
Good player.
Yeah.
And kind of questioned that selection. Thought Billy Smith was going to come in for him, but he's been playing really well there. Shit, there's some good matchups in this one. Like when you think Teddy versus Walsh, that'll be a doozy. DCE versus Reynolds, Battle of the Rest Homes, that'll be a good one, but both can play some good footy. Then you've got Carrigan back from suspension, him and Willison up against Nafahu White. Yeah, there's some lip lickers
Great
here.
matchups, yeah.
Yeah, this is two of the premier sides for sure. Roosters have won 6 of their last 8 against the Broncos. Broncos have won their last 3 games in Sydney by 4 points or less, so it suggests it's going to be tight. Noanga Netawase, 8 tries in his last 5 games at Allianz. And Daniel Tupou, 1 more try to join Billy Slater, 3rd place all-time try-scoring list. So I feel like the Giraffe, he's underrated, eh?
Yeah, you know what you're going to get from him, and as soon as you see someone kick to him where there's a little bit of space one-on-one, you just get the sense he's going to get up there and catch it and take it down and score.
Teabag, Israel Leota styles. It's funny though, when you rank your wingers at the moment, like
he's
in
not
the game,
there.
he's not in your top 10, right? But when you think about it, you're like, fuck, he probably actually should be. So, yeah, that one is going to go down to the wire 100%. Sunday, Knights, Bunnies. Knights on a slide, but some big ins for them. Bunnies sitting in 4th. Knights have conceded 124 points in their last 3 games. That's a recipe for disaster taking on someone like Latrell, who's scored 66 points in his last 4 games.
Yeah.
South stacked with attacking talent, but that was the Knights without, look, KP probably doesn't improve their defence a whole lot, but he's back early. Bradman Best certainly helps.
He does, yeah.
Greg Marju back. And then you're also going to get Dylan Lucas and Tyson Frizzell back. So
some big experience there, like Bradman Best, origin footballer. Like when Tyson Frizzell comes back, it gives him a bit of mana. So
I've loved him off the bench, that punch. I thought he was going to be an origin bench option for us prior to injury. I think Dylan Lucas as well is probably an origin level player. Just hasn't been given an opportunity yet. So yeah, that'll be an interesting one. Keon into the second row in place of Brandon Smith. So that'll be a watch, although Brandon Smith named on the reserves. Surely he doesn't play.
He's no good.
Surely he doesn't play. Knights have won their last 3 against the Bunnies. I found that interesting. Knights have only won 1 of their last 9 games at home. AJ, 15 tries in 10 games against the Knights. That first, second, or third.
AJ.
I just really want to trumpet it.
Yeah,
and if it doesn't come in, I will cop it.
A bit like the Roosters Dragons halftime double that I put some good hard-earned coin on.
Yeah, apologies. I'll give you that money back. You've earned it. Sharks, Tigers at Shark Park. When I looked at this one, I saw the Tigers at $2.55 and I thought, holy shit, I'm in on that. But Sharkies, $1.52. They were poor last week. League points galore. This week they come against a Tigers outfit. Second best defensive record in the league, but no Buller. That hurts. Taruva at the back. I think he's certainly more of a centre and a winger than a fullback, although he did come through the grades as a fullback, and that was his preferred position. So let's see how he goes. Skelton comes onto the wing. He's a decent footballer, but no Api Korosau to suspension. So Tristan Hope comes in for his second game of the season. No Kai Pierce-Paul. So Tony Suka. Can't say I've heard of him. He comes in.
Is it Sukkah?
K-K-A-R. Suka.
I think I've heard of him before.
Okay.
Does he have a brother? You probably don't know that
I reckon he might, and he could well have a sister. I am not 100% sure.
I actually think I've heard of him before. I'm not sure I know much about him, but I've heard that name.
So some interesting ones there. Cam McInnes starts after making his comeback from the ACL last week. Britton Nikora also gets the start. Billy Burns moving to the interchange. Sharks have won their last 5 straight against the Tigers at Shark Park and 9 of their last 10 games at home. Tigers, best start to a season in their history after 8 rounds. So well done to them. I just think those injuries to Api and Buller, it's going to hurt their creativity. Panthers, Manly. Panthers $1.25, Manly $4. Do you believe in Kieran Foran?
Yes, I do believe in Kieran Foran. Do I believe in it continuing? No.
Do you believe in the Etsy Witch? Have you heard this yarn?
No, I haven't.
Hello Sport, big Aussie podcast. They're hilarious. Basically, they hired an Etsy Witch to reverse to put a spell on the club after Seabold got sacked to try and get rid of any bad juju, any bad karma, and they've had 4 straight wins since. So Helen, she's from Turkey, on Etsy, $5 a week, great money spent.
There you go.
And they've gone on a streak, so maybe the Etsy witch can cook it up again.
No.
For the Panthers, Cleary, same 19, no changes there. For Manly, Corey Waddell out, Nathan Brown, and nothing too crazy. Yeah. Oh, that's a changer for you? Is
I
that why
might
you're
change my
thinking
tip.
Panthers?
Yeah.
Because Corey Waddell's out.
The great Corey Waddell.
Did you see the Broncos one? I actually screenshot that injury from NRL physio. Corey Jensen, blood clot in his lungs.
It's a serious thing, yeah.
He had to have a litre of fluid drained from his lungs and has lost 10 kilos in body weight.
Yeah, that's nuts, eh?
He's going to be out for at least 12 weeks. That is scary shit.
Scary shit, yep.
Scary stuff right there. Nothing to do with this game, but it just triggered my memory. Panthers have won 9 of their last 11 against Manly. Manly have won 3 from 3 away from home. Panthers have won 8 of their last 9 at CommBank. I think the Panthers too good there. Let's go through our tips.
5 all? 7 all, sorry.
7 all. Friday night footy, Dogs, Cows.
So let's just say you're picking first and you're picking the margin first if we're even.
Okay.
That's just brilliant. I'm happy.
I'm going to go the Cows.
Yeah, I'm going the Bulldogs.
Perfect. Finns, Storm. I'm going the Finns.
Yeah, I'm going the Finns too.
I'm going them by 8.
It's a great margin because I've actually got 8 on my...
Oh, wow.
It's the one tipping game that I've got the margin on the tipping app. I'm going to go by more.
Like it. Titans, Raiders. I'm going to go the Gold Coast off the bye. I'm hoping those Raiders.
Yeah, I'm going.
Doesn't play.
I'm going the Titans as well.
I'll go them by 6.
I'll go by more.
Eels, Warriors. I'm going the Warriors by 18.
Yeah, I'll go under that.
Love that. Roosters, Broncos. I am going to go the Roosters by...
Who said I was going...
I'm going to go the Roosters.
I'm going the Roosters too. Just having you on. Just
I'm going to go the Roosters by 4.
I'll go over that.
Okay. Nice.
You know that leaves quite a short window, eh?
It does.
So, no, too late, but
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I get you. I get your gameplay.
Yep.
But you could have gone under and then, you know.
But why would I have gone under? Because that means it'd be by... It has to be by 2. Yeah, it might be.
Knights, Bunnies. I am going to go... Ooh. I'm going to go the Knights.
Okay, I'm going to go the Bunnies.
Like it. Sharks, Tigers, Sharkies.
Sharks for me too.
Sharks by 6. Tigers still good, D.
I'm going to go over.
Yep. And Panthers, Manly. I'm going Panthers.
Panthers.
And I'll go Panthers by 14.
I'm going to go under that.
Under that. Fosball.
Yeah, I'm going to go under that. Yeah.
Believes in the Foz. Well, we'll see next week. I've had good feedback on this.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, people enjoying the tipping, the banter around it. So
have we confirmed what the loser's doing?
No, but we're still open to
suggestions. It's a long way to go. A lot of rounds. Are we going through finals too?
Yeah. Right till the very last game. Right till the grand final.
Are we including State of Origin too?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Because we support opposite teams.
Correct.
So we already know. We won't even have to go margin.
No.
Unless
I'll just add 3. I'll just add to 3. I'll add 3 to mine. So I'm currently basically...
Nah, because New South Wales are going to win the series 3-0. Okay. It's going to be a clean sweep.
Okay.
Rugby.
Fuck,
Friday night looks good.
And it helps that the Friday night league game isn't as...
No, not the 7 o'clocker.
Not the... Well, the 8 o'clock for the league, but...
Yeah, that Cows, Dogs... I can miss that for Hurricanes, Crusaders.
Oh, what a game that is going to be.
100%. Shout out to Leicester. Getting the chance to test himself with the big dogs. Blackadder, Leicester, Christian Leo Willie. Who would have thought that would be the loose forward trio to take on one of, if not the best teams in the competition.
Yeah, we talked about how, well, I think I said that if Ethan Blackadder was available,
You go him at 7?
I thought he was going to go to 7 and they'd keep Dom Gardner. But they've dropped Dom Gardner, dropped. He's on the bench, which is crazy because he was arguably the best player on the field, I thought, last week. A lot of headlines went to Leicester, but Dom Gardner, underrated footballer.
Yep.
Great loose forward trio. And the battle of the loose forward trio, it's literally an All Blacks trial.
It is.
Really. Ethan Blackadder hasn't had that great of a season, just riddled with injuries. But then you got Braden Yossé, Peter Luai, and Duplessis Karifi on the other side.
Flanders on the bench?
Flanders on the bench, which is an interesting one. But
cool.
Yeah, that's just a great matchup.
Yeah.
Which team would you like to start with? The Crusaders? We'll go with the Crusaders lineup to start.
Yeah, let's go Crusaders to start.
Yeah, George Bauer, Cody Taylor, Fletcher Newell.
Not bad.
Good to have Cody Taylor there as well. Shalfoon, Taylor Cahill, who's been good. Then the loose forward trio we talked about. Noah Hotham.
Hotham, good last week.
Good last week, yep. Taha Kemara, David Havili, Braden Ennor. So what they've done is they've continued to have four midfielders on the field.
Love that.
Dallas McLeod, after 2 tries, stays on the wing.
Havili 150 I saw.
Yeah,
which is
nice.
Cool.
Great, Matt. Great for him. Macca Springer on the left, Johnny McNichol at the back. Then, basically bog standard bench 6-2 split.
Kane's the same. Kane's 6'2" as well.
Yeah, Kane's 6'2", and the Crusaders have gone 6'2" as well because Johnny Lee's in the 22 jersey.
Yeah, but they named him in an Ollie Mathis type.
Yeah,
Are they just fucking with us now? Like, they've named a midfielder at 7.
A midfielder at right wing.
And a 7 in the midfield.
Yeah.
They've swapped Leicester and his numbers of
like
what they've
why is
been wearing.
Preston 21 and Johnny Lee? Yeah,
and why is Rayhana 23, not 22?
Yep, let's skip that. For the Hurricanes, whole new front row. All Blacks sort of front row will start for them. Warner Dern's probably arguably the best lock in the competition at the moment.
Yep.
Talked about loose forward trio. Backline's the same. So Ruben Love. It is 50th game, which is crazy as for someone that young.
Yep, 100%.
Thoughts on the Hurricanes side and the Crusaders side?
Just deadly. I saw the weather forecast, sun's out, so we're going to get good conditions in Welly this weekend, which I think favours the Canes, but I'm looking forward to this one. I think both teams have made their intentions clear with the 6-2 split. They know this is going to be a battle up front. The Crusaders are going to try and muddy the waters in this game, basically, and not let the Canes play their style of play, similar to what the Chiefs did, right? And I think this game could start fairly similar in terms of kicking battle, territory.
Bit of nerves.
I'm keen to see what Ruben Love has learnt from that game, though, right? Because he was a little bit off in that Chiefs game. And
he just was throwing passes when he didn't need to throw
and
them.
Kicking a lot of ball. Yeah. This game certainly feels like a similar level to that Chiefs one. And I'd say the Canes are pretty keen to try and put a real dagger in the Crusaders season. And
Canes
they got them
paying
twice.
125.
Yeah, that's big. That is very low odds. Crusaders 380. I saw the line was 9.5.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind the Crusaders line there.
I think it is still going to be tight, but if the Canes can implement their game plan on them, then they've got points in them.
Pick me 2 matchups that you're most looking forward to out of this game.
What's the trios?
Yeah.
And then I am keen on Hotham versus Roygaard.
Yeah, because that sort of is the 1-2 punch, eh?
Yeah, well, I think Roygaard clears everyone now, and it's Cortez, Noah, and Finlay Christie kind of all battling for that second spot. And Hotham's been a little bit off this year. I thought he was really good on the weekend, and if he can have a good game here, that's a statement performance. I saw he freshly bleached his hair too. He was at the salon post-Super Round. So he's obviously feeling himself off field. That screams to me that he's in for a big one. Fresh bleached.
Big matchup for me. The biggest matchup is obviously Duplessis Karifi versus Leicester Whanganuku, because if Duplessis wants to play for the All Blacks at number 7, if he wants to start for the All Blacks or be a bench player for the All Blacks, whatever it is, he really needs to dominate this matchup. He has to dominate.
I think he'll be keen to make a statement too that
he has to.
That you're not a 7.
Simply has to.
How dare you muck
So,
around in our position. So this is game of the weekend for sure. It is going to be a doozy.
Yep, absolutely. Waratahs versus the Force. A little bit boring to me.
Am I crazy in thinking that the Force at $2.40 is a get-on?
Yeah, it's not bad. Zach Lomax, George Bridge, Ben Donaldson, Carlo Tizzano loves a try. The Force always battle. I forgive. I'm sorry that I called it boring matchup before, but the Force are always there and thereabouts.
They never quit.
Their best player, in my opinion, one player that they've really benefited from is Ikuasi,
Yep.
Auckland-born, played a lot of NPC and Blues action, I believe.
Yep.
He's at number 8, very, very good player. For the Waratahs, Suali'i back at 13, so that'll be interesting for Wallabies stuff.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on this one? Sid Harvey.
Yeah, good footballer.
Yep.
I like the Force here.
Yep.
And as the underdogs, I really like them on a line, whatever it is. I think they will keep this game close. They go the full 80, and they are always in the contest. The Tars, for me, they're either good or they're hopeless.
Yeah.
And they can start a game good and turn hopeless too. They're just too unpredictable. In Sydney, they're a little bit better, but I like the Force here. Zaki Lomax with another game, and anytime you can name a 6 with a last name that sounds like a French champagne, and an expensive bottle as well, then I think you're a good shot. So they will want to keep their finals hopes alive as well. They're not that far out.
No, they're not. And neither of the next team that I'm about to talk about, the Highlanders and the Drua, in Bar, apparently it's thunderstorms.
Yeah, that was the first thing I did when I saw the odds, and I saw
the
the
ugly.
Landers at that price. I thought, let's check the weather, and it's like 80% humidity and thunder.
Interesting one. Thomas Lavanini dropped completely, not on the injury report, which is an interesting one. He's played 92 tests, 91 tests for Argentina. Drop. What did you think of him at Super Round? Because they struggled at line-out time. He's been struggling to sort of acclimatise to Super Rugby. He's a great player, no doubt. You can't play 91 tests and not be, but...
To be honest, watching it live, I didn't really notice it, which is probably not a good thing.
No, and clearly Jamie Joe's not happy.
Yeah, for a guy with that many caps and international caps, you should be having an impact, in particular at set-piece time where you make your crust, right? So, yeah, an interesting one. Dunshay in there with Haig.
And Haig, who's not a normal
a
lock. Then TK Howden brought in and Vavenia Sanga, very good young loose forward trio. Whakatava back at number 9. Tava Tavanawai continues. Jacob Ratamatavuki Nepkins, good to see him back from injury. Wasn't at his fully at his best, but...
Was Nariki injured last week?
Yeah, and he's back this week. Tito Harris on the bench. Adam Lennox, who's been very, very impressive. All Black Bowl to watch, according to some.
Yep.
Played left wing in the end when Tito Harris went
he is
off.
a winger, isn't he?
No, he's a 9. He's a 9.
He can just do both. Gotcha.
Interesting
one. Yeah. Withy on the bench?
Yep.
I feel like...
He's their captain.
Yeah.
Or co-captain.
And this is like a must-win.
It is. It's an interesting lineup. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Jamie Joe's got to know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I'll back him.
You got Drewer on this one or not?
Yeah, I do. Just due to the conditions and it being over there. If this was under the roof, then you're more likely to back them in. But look, goal grubbers or not, I'm going to back the draw to win this one.
Yep, 100%. I agree. Moana Pacifica Blues, the Battle of the North, the Battle of Auckland, whatever you want to call it, the Battle of the Pacific, who knows? What are your thoughts on this one? Initial thoughts before running through the lineup.
I was thinking the Blues might rest a couple because of some big games down the stretch. They do have another bye though, right? But I think they have Crusaders, Canes, Chiefs all to come in their final 3 weeks with a bye mixed in.
I'll check right now.
I think there's a bye before the Chiefs.
Well, they got 4 games left, and I'm pretty sure there's 5 rounds left. So
yeah, so that kind of made me think maybe they won't.
Oh no, they play 14 matches, so they don't have a bye.
Yeah, gotcha.
They got 4 games left.
Okay, yeah, chance to rest some people, but also don't underestimate Moana.
Nah, it's not a game you do want to underestimate. I wouldn't say they've underestimated them. I still think they've named a very strong side. Patrick Tuipulotu, Sam Darry, Anton Segner, Sotutu, Torian Barnes storming.
Oh, he starts? Oh, because Dalton's out, right?
Sam Knock and Stephen Perifetta in the halves. Peter Arkey, Xavier Taeli, Cade Banks, Zahn Sullivan, and Caleb Clark. Caleb Clark back is a big in for them. Bowden Barrett on the bench, Finlay Christie on the bench, and Josh.
So they've got some quality there. If it's tighter than they expect it to be, great to have Caleb back. Good to see Cade Banks there. Northcote playing Mahu this week.
Yeah, how good.
And as a backs coach, I really didn't want to spend all of Thursday night training saying don't kick the ball to Cade Banks because he carves at club level. Bloody good footballer. Yep. So yeah, strong team there. Keen to see Zahn ripping again. That's a good back 3.
Yeah, absolutely. For Moana Pacifica, it's good to see Tupai Tailoa, Miracle Whailangi still playing. William Havili at 10. Patrick Pellegrini out with a head knock.
Yep.
Israel Leota still starts on the right wing. So, Alai Malo at midfield.
Yeah,
haven't seen too much of that. And then, that's basically that. So, you got Blues 13 plus in this, or Blues 1 to 12, or what do you got?
I'm thinking 13 plus just due to squad depth, but I want to see Moana put up a fight. This is that historic game too where they bet them at Albany last year,
They
right?
really need a big game.
Yeah, so the Blues won't take it lightly, you wouldn't think. It's a different Moana team, but they'll still want redemption. I'd love to see this tight. I think the line is like 18 points or something, and that's probably about right.
I feel like it might be a close-ish contest, and then when Bowden Barrett comes on and AJ Lamb and the Moana bench comes on, which isn't the strongest, that's where sort of the game will be won. And last game, Reds, Brumbies, an important game for the standings. Two teams that have lost last week and that need wins.
Is it 5th versus 6th? Yeah.
Yep. So just looking at their lineup, Harry McLaughlin-Phillips, still no Carter Gordon. Dalguna, who's one of the best players in the comp, in my opinion, he's been unbelievable. For them, Harry Wilson, Fraser McWright, still Salakai Lotor, Aidan Ross, and then we go to the Brumbies, Slipper, Frost, Shaw, still no Charlie Cale.
Oh, the superfood.
Superfood, which is a big out for them.
Yep.
Meredith gets the nod despite kicking 2 easy kicks out of bounds.
Yep, crazy.
And
he
then
must
Tom
have caught
Wright,
one of the all-time
sprays
in the review, and they've given him another chance.
And it's Stephen Larkham too.
If he misses touch first, maybe Larkham's run him through like his highlights, a bit of a kicking tutorial. He's like, look, don't want to tell you what to do, but I was one of the greatest, and this is what
if you
I
didn't
did.
know,
Yeah.
Interesting. Who you got in that one? That's probably the tightest game I would have thought.
I like the Reds because it's in Queensland and no Kale. I feel like the Brumbies, even though they bet the Landers, they were pretty average. And then their last 2 weeks, they've been like last weekend, they were really disappointing. So I'll go the Reds there, but with no mega confidence. That's a big game for the Aussie Conference, though. Say the Landers get up in Fiji.
It does put a bit of pressure on it.
Some pressure on a team in the Brumbies that we were talking potential Kiwi sweep could be getting a home finals game at one stage there, right? Or a home semi, because they were looking like top 2 for a bit. But, man, they've fallen off.
Yep, absolutely. So you're going to go Canes.
Yep.
Canes 1-12?
Yep.
Let's do your little multi.
I'll go Canes 1-12 in that one. I'll go the Force for the upset. But if you're not as bullish there, take them on the point start. I like the Drua. I like the Blues by 13 plus, but hopefully on the closer side to the 13. And then I like the Reds 1-12.
Yep, nice. Agree a lot with that.
NBA, just quickly, bit of a finals update. Wearing my Lakers hat. Hopefully the lads can get that done on Thursday. Don't want the series to drag out too much. LeBron is 41, and he looked a little tired in the last game. Austin Reeves, hopefully playing, so that would be a big in for the Lake Show for sure. OKC, clean sweep. Congratulations.
Couple days off.
Yep, feet up.
Yep.
That's nice. Nuggets got one back over the injured T-Wolves, surely without Ant. They get that. That goes to 7 and they get the dub.
I'd like that to go to 7.
Old Dosumu can only do so much. Popped off for what, 41?
And no DiVincenzo either.
Yeah.
DiVincenzo, yep.
Feel sorry for them there.
I don't.
You don't?
No.
We know that. Magic, chance to wrap it up. Thursday, today, if you're listening. Tomorrow, if you're watching on YouTube, hopefully, up against the Piss. The Piss could be gone early.
Yeah, it could be.
And I feel like
I knew that they were going to be gone.
One of the playoff choke artists, right?
Well, they're a myth almost. Playoff myth. Like great, and it's like you just got the sense that they're not a contender, right? Straight away.
Magic finally starting to play what I thought they would be this year, because they have a pretty good roster there with Desmond Bain
squad,
and that.
yeah.
They struggled. Did you see one of their handshakes pre-game? It's doing the rounds. Oh, one of the guys pretends to snort a line off his hand.
Really?
Yeah, Adam Silver's looking into it.
Brilliant.
Not one to bring out in playoffs, especially when you're up 3-1.
No.
Crazy stuff. What else happened? Portland out. Spurs got the dub, so they are through their first playoff series win in a long time. So well done.
I'm a little bit worried about the Spurs. I don't really want to play them.
No, fair. Especially now Wemby's back in the mix. Celtics up 3-2.
Win yesterday.
Yeah, got that done. And then Cavs, Raptors, I reckon that's just home court, back and forward. Knicks up 3-2 against the Hawks. Would love to see that go to 7. Would love to see the Hawks win. Mainly because one of my best mates is a Knicks fan. And New York Knicks just piss me off. Like Madison Square Garden, one of the great venues.
Got to get there. I've got to get there.
Yeah, that would be sick. Yep. Imagine a Christmas Day game there. That's on my bucket list. Like Kardashians, me, we're just sitting there, you know.
Me and you just
Timothy Chalamet, and then there's us two. Shout out Michelob.
Yes.
Let's make it happen. Official beer of the NBA. So get around that. Finally, quickly, UFC Perth this Sunday, free live to air, is that what we say? TVNZ Plus, so tune in, doesn't cost you a cent, so watch that fight. Jack Della Maddalena, Aussie guy, he is your headliner, number 1 in his division, taking on Carlos Prates from Brazil. Both those guys stand and bang, both tough as shit, so that is going to be a fun fight to watch. There's a few Aussie-born NZ-based lads fighting too. Cam Ralston, I actually thought he was a Kiwi, born in Aussie.
I thought he was too. I'm pretty sure I heard lots of talk about him.
Yeah, Aussie flag. Fights out of CKB, and I think he's been here for a while. But yeah, Aussie. We'll claim him though. Balkan Bear, also Australian, but fights out of CKB. He's in the main card for his heavyweight biff. Massive raps on him. Still lives in his van. Don't know if you've seen that clip going around.
No, but that's interesting considering he's a UFC fighter.
Yeah, he said he's going to live in his van until he wins the title.
Right.
So I hope he wins it, or else he's
so that we can get rid of
set
that.
for a big life ahead of him of just van life. Shout out to Ollie Schmid, known as the Hungarian Stallion. Making his UFC debut on short notice, got announced like 24 hours ago. Fighting in the featherweight division, another lad out of City Kickboxing, born in New York, lived in Auckland since he was young, ripping New Zealand. So go well, lad. You love to see that. And then Taito Ivasa fighting as well on a division record 6-fight losing streak. So he would love to turn that around because he was always one of the great entertainers. Walked out to Olivia Dean, Man I Need, last time. Great sight. Would love to see what he's got planned for this week. I'm trying to think of any other jams that have popped off, like maybe some more Olivia Dean. Or I'm trying to think,
Justin Bieber, Hallelujah, there you go.
Yeah, like
That's
even One Less Lonely Girl. It'll be Biebs, eh? TAB should run a sweepstake on what his walkout song would be. I reckon that would be popular. Tougher on the card too. So
Cool.
Stat card, Anzac talent, all live and free. Get around it. Sunday Arvo, Michelob in hand. You just can't beat it. TAB will have some promos on, no doubt. So have yourself a cheeky little Carmichael punt. Round out a great sporting weekend. AFC too, just quickly.
Big game. Big game. 5 o'clock Saturday at Mount Smart, the fortress of multiple teams.
You're doing the Toll Road Derby, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going from up north.
Any police listening, take the Arvo off on Sunday.
Saturday. Yeah, Sunday.
Oh,
yeah.
Saturday.
No, Saturday take the Arvo off.
Yes,
Yeah. You will not see me.
No.
Hopefully get down into the port for the last. Hopefully, I'm hoping for 80 minutes.
Yep.
Should be in the
'Cause
port.
you're playing in Whangarei.
Playing in Whangarei, so it'll be a late one, late entrance. So the Red Badge will be hoping that there'll be no one else coming into the stadium, but we will be late. So hopefully the stadium will be open. But yeah, it's a big game. Elimination final last year. We're in the top 2.
Yep.
So didn't have to play this week.
Gotcha.
So it's just a one-off game. Who need a winner? So extra time and penalties is on the cards.
And we're playing last year's champs, Melbourne, but it's not the Melbourne that knocked us out.
No, correct. So it's a different Melbourne city. It's a different Melbourne side, sorry. They're a good side. It won't be an easy game. We are probably slight favourites at home.
Yep.
And yeah, they did finish 6th, so we should really be winning, but I wouldn't count Melbourne out. They're a good side.
Have you buried some flares under the south stand so that you can, because they've like banned them.
The fun police. They're trying to do what they did to the Sevens to Auckland FC. So yeah, interesting one, but yeah, should be a good one.
Absolutely. Hopefully then, review pod next week. Yeah. Still on, celebrating a win. That'll be great.
Could be still going.
Would love to see it. Enjoy the sporting weekend. Good luck on the punt. Always gamble responsibly. And we'll catch you back here Monday for Surly set of 6 after a Warriors dominant victory by exactly 18 points, which would be great for my tipping. How good.